Hi everyone, I'm Rachel, and in today's tutorial, I'll show you how to turn any landscape into a blooming scene using the Color Therapy app. You can turn an ordinary landscape or tree into a blooming forest using the Splatter tool. This tool is perfect for adding cherry blossoms or wisteria flowers to a scene. Let's get started. If you want to follow along with me, find the image under the Classic tab, select Places, and then scroll to Beautiful Scenery. So before you get started adding any flowers to the scene, the first thing you need to do is completely color in the whole background as well as the foreground. So add in all the shadows that you want, add in all the details to the trees that you want. You can even add a little bit of some lights, streams of light coming out from the foreground like that. So the final step is to add in the flower petals. So let's go ahead and choose some colors from the color palette. So in the basic palette, go to basic, select solid, and then just choose a basic white and then a basic light pink. And then in the vibrant palette, which is under basic as well, just choose a darker pink. And let's grab one more color under the Hair Shades palette, which is under basic. Choose a dark brown. So the first thing we're going to do is add in some extra branches hanging down from the trees here so that we can add the flowers on top of them. So with that dark brown, we're going to open up that manual mode. We'll just use the airbrush this time, and the opacity is going to be 100 and the size will be at about 0%. And just zoom into the top area of the image. Make sure that coloring inside the lines mode is set to off, and then just begin to add in some branches just hanging down from the trees. And they can cross each other and they can just hang down, and they don't need to be too detailed because we're going to cover them up mostly with the flowers. Okay, so now we're ready to add in the flowers, and this is a super fun part. So open up the manual mode, select the splatter tool, and just raise the size to about 20%. Okay, so now it's really simple. Just select the pale pink first, and we're just going to work in layers, and you're just going to use your finger and just add in the flowers. And so they can kind of come in a downward motion if you want. And you can also spread them out and make some of them shorter, some of them longer. Just place them over the branches, and they can hang down really low. So some of them can come down really far, and then you can lower the size down to 0 for details. So you want to use that smaller size for adding in flowers into the furthest part in the background to deepen your perspective so that it looks like the flowers the furthest away are the smallest. Now you also want to switch over to the darker pink. You can raise the size a little bit for that, again, back to 20. And you can add it in as another layer just here and there. And sometimes you might want to just raise the size a little bit more, about to 35%. And you can just tap with your finger in a few areas. And you'll do the same thing with white. And just continue in that way, adding layers here and there. Remember, it's best to completely color in the background before doing this. And think about adding streaks of light coming through the trees for a more whimsical effect. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Color Therapy YouTube channel so you don't miss any new tutorial videos. Thanks for watching our tutorial. You can get the Color Therapy app for free on the App Store.